What's going on, car family? I'm Ben Wayne.
I'm Isha Wayne.
And today we're checking out the 2021 Hyundai Elantra. So this is a compact vehicle that starts at a relatively low price point. You're looking at about $26,000. This is the limited model. And for $26,000, I will say that you're getting a lot of tech and safety features in this vehicle. So if you're looking for a first car or a new car that doesn't break the bank, this might be something you want to take a look at. Now, Hyundai classifies this as a compact car, but it is quite spacious. For example, compact cars today, I feel like, are a lot larger than compact cars back in the 90s. Remember small cars back in the 90s?
Mazda Miata.
To me, that's a compact car. Or
very tiny.
Or, you know, a Suzuki from back in the 90s. Those were compact vehicles where you'd be hunched over. Bringing anything on a road trip was out of the question, but today I feel like compact cars are now mid-sized cars. This is this car is 184 inches in length.
It's considered compact?
And it's considered compact.
No, this is standard. This is standard.
So let's talk about the exterior design first, and then we'll get into the interior and then the driving dynamics, the handling, and the technology. So up front, this is a refresh of the 7th generation Elantra. So the Elantra has been around for quite some time. So you're getting revised headlamps that are LED. They also feature LED daytime running lamps. The grille has a nice intricate design to it. I like the modern aesthetics that they're starting to put in these vehicles now. Underneath the hood, you have a 1.4 liter 4-cylinder that's going to put out 147 horsepower and about 132 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60 is about 8 seconds. You're not looking to break any records in a car like this, obviously, right? And of course, it has a CVT transmission. Now, if you're looking at this car, you're probably wanting something fuel efficient, and this gets the job done. Your fuel economy is 31 miles per gallon for the city and 41 highway. So that's not bad at all. So if you're road tripping this, you won't be stopping off for gas every 5 seconds. But again, 0 to 60 in 8 seconds. If you really care about performance, you're probably not looking at a vehicle like this. This is a nice commuter vehicle. But overall from the front, very modern. Now taking it to the side profile, you have those angles and sharp lines that define the overall characteristic of this car. It gives the side profile a lot of definition. This one has 17-inch alloy wheels that also help. I hate when they put out sedans like this and they come with like 15-inch wheels. It really just kills the look of the car, but that's not something that you have to worry about with the Elantra Limited. And I also like how the roofline slopes ever so slightly into the trunk lid. If you look at the trunk lid of this car, Isha, it has a bunch of sharp lines to it, and I think it really looks nice. There's a portion that seems like it comes out further than the rest, so the top of the trunk lid comes out further, and then as you go down, it goes back inwards. I think it's a really unique design to the overall look of this vehicle.
I think that they carry it throughout the entire vehicle. You just don't really notice it. It's also on the side rear, excuse me.
The side view mirrors?
Yes, couldn't even say it. Too excited. But yeah, it's also illustrated there. It's illustrated also like right here with your, I can't talk today.
But yeah, it does translate well into the interior.
Yes.
But particularly in the back, I think it looks really nice. And of course, you have LED lights in the back as well. There are some bulbs in the back. I wish it was all LED, but for the price point, $26,000, I think that's fair.
Right.
Hopefully in a few years they'll incorporate all LEDs, but I think this isn't a bad looking car for the money.
I don't think it's bad. You know, I think the outside looks really good. The exterior looks really good. It doesn't say, oh my gosh, you know, that's an ugly car, and it doesn't, you know what I mean? I like it.
You have to look at this as like a first car.
Yeah.
And to me today,
but it looks good.
Exactly. First car vehicles look good today. Back in the 90s and early 2000s, when you saw somebody in their first car, you knew it was their first car. You knew it was their first car. It'd be some small, unproportional vehicle that you didn't know it would. You can't take it on a road trip. You'd always have to rent a car because you couldn't take your first car.
Right.
No.
This is pretty good, though.
They're backing this. This one has a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
So, can you tell me a little bit more about the interior. I mean, these seats feel great,
The seats feel pretty good. Is it real leather? No,
but
but
it's
it's
nice. It's
nice.
plush. I did notice this denim over here,
Mm-hmm.
you know, on the side profile here, also on the back
On
headrest,
the
on the
back of the seats.
sides.
The denim looks nicer than just a flat black plastic, doesn't
Yeah,
it? I
yeah,
really like it. I was skeptical about it, but I think it's grown on me just in the few days
right.
I've
It
had
gives
this
it a little
vehicle.
bit depth and dimension.
Yeah, the texture, you know, I like how there's different textures instead of just hard plastic everywhere.
I gotta admit, this grab handle here, I
Hmm.
didn't initially like, but it's grown on
Now you
me.
like holding on to
Yeah,
it.
I felt kind of divided, but I kind of like it.
Yeah, I guess it's there for more comfort than anything
Yeah.
else. Being that this has 147 horsepower, I'm not sure a grab handle is justified.
Right. But I kind of like it.
Yeah, but if you're holding on to one of those the whole time in an Elantra, the person behind the wheel is a bad driver.
Well, I've
But
been
go ahead and
holding
let
on to
go.
it.
You go ahead and let go of that. Starting at the top of the dash, you do have this, you know, textured materials and injection
I don't
molding.
hate it because it doesn't look super cheap or like
Right,
plastic.
right.
You know,
It
I
has
don't
some
hate it.
give to it as
Yeah.
well. So, and then you have the silver accents in here that hide the air conditioning vents perfectly.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I think that looks nice and modern. That's the lane keep assist going
Oh,
off.
I was like, what did I just do?
So it has tons of tech, as you can see.
Yeah.
You have a 10.25-inch display screen here for your infotainment system. Nice and responsive. You get the Apple CarPlay, the Android Auto, the Bluetooth, the tech features that you would like. Of course, there's a camera that comes up when you pop this car into reverse. So that's a nice feature as well. And it's integrated nicely with the screen behind the steering wheel for your instrument cluster. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Mercedes-Benz, how they have it all in one nice little piece there. Coming lower, of course, you got the grab handle you're holding on to when we're going like, what, 10 miles per hour? You have the grab handle, which I guess you
It
like.
grew on me. I didn't like it, but it's not so bad.
And then you have your air conditioning controls here, a digital screen. That's nice. And of course, wireless charging.
Which
You
is
have
nice.
2 USB ports here, and then a 12-volt power outlet. So everything a person would want in their first car is in this vehicle.
Right. It's nice.
Exactly.
Do you think 26,000 is justified?
I think 26,000 is a fair price for this
Great.
vehicle. I will say that. And that's the price of this actual vehicle, 26,000.
Oh yeah, of course. There's other.
Right. So there's not like a ton of other options that's going to make this go to 35,000. This vehicle
Gotcha.
we're in is 26,000.
Gotcha.
So I think it's priced aggressively. I will say that, you know, the steering wheel does feel good in your hands. I wish it was a little bit thicker.
I was gonna say that is a little small.
Feels a little thin, but overall, it does feel comfortable. And behind it, you have this digital instrument cluster. We just reviewed the Kia K5, and I said, you know, for this price, I would have loved to see a digital instrument cluster. This Elantra has it. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, right.
So it's stuff like that that kind of separates it. You really have to do a lot of research in this category because it's extremely competitive.
Right.
There are a lot of auto manufacturers putting out cars in this category.
You know, as far as the road noise is what I would expect. The comfortability, as far as us feeling the bumps in the road is what I would expect. It's not
too bad.
Too bad, right?
It's not too bad at all.
I'm really kind of shocked and surprised because I haven't really complained about it.
Right. The seats are really comfortable.
They
You did hit
are.
on that. They do feature 3 levels of heating.
3 levels of heating.
Yeah,
Nice.
3 levels of heating. They're not cooled, but
Okay.
3 levels of heating. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I want to tell you about is the leg room. So you have 42 inches up front. You're looking at about 38 inches in the back there. So if you're thinking about getting this car to have 4 occupants in there, that's something to take into consideration. The back doesn't really feel too cramped. I do wish there were USB ports back there. They don't have them back there. So that's just something to consider. Maybe you have to get yourself like an extension cord hook up to this USB, you know, like having somebody control the aux back in the day. Some of y'all might not know about that,
Yeah.
but overall, for what you're getting, the ride quality, the technology is there, the safety is there. You have front and rear collision assist. You have blind spot assist. Just a whole host of safety features. So again, if you have a kid and you're looking to get them a safe car, this would be something to consider.
Right.
Also, you have the sunroof here, letting plenty of light into the cabin. Just overall, this is a good car for the price, I will say. So, any closing thoughts on this one, Isha?
I think it's another good option. I really do. I think it's a great vehicle. I don't have any serious complaints about it for the price point, for the make and model.
Right.
It's decent, and it has a sunroof. Like, you know, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a first car, check out this Elantra, because quite frankly, what's not to like? Honestly, with the tech, like the wireless charging, that's a must today, because everybody has a smartphone, and chances are, just like everybody else, you're on your phone often. You don't have to worry about, oh, I got to bring a charger with me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I know, that'll get you caught.
Tell them. Yeah, that'll get you caught up. So that wireless charger does come in handy, and the two USB ports up front, I just don't understand what's not to like about this car if you're looking for a first vehicle to have, because it doesn't look like the first vehicles that we knew from back in the day. My first car back in high school was it was a 1992 Lincoln Town Car. What are you laughing at? It was
Nothing.
A 1992 Lincoln Town
You
Car.
had wheels. It didn't matter.
It was the big body. It was gold. But, you know, it got me from point A to point B. But it didn't have all these cool features. And I think the Lincoln Town Car was more expensive back then. So it's amazing to see, you know, what you can have as a first car.
I had to drive the Ford Windstar.
Yeah, the Windstar. Yep. I loved my town car, though. You know, being young and going to high school in it, I used to call it the honey wagon.
What?
I don't know if I ever told. I used to call it the honey wagon.
Yeah, the honeys.
Exactly. Subject for another video. But anyways, what I'm saying is, if you're looking at a first car, check out the Hyundai Elantra. You won't regret it. The ride quality is decent, the tech is decent, and the looks are more than decent. So until next time, I'm Ben Wayne.
I'm Isha Wayne.
The automotive reviewers that YouTube deserves. I'll catch you guys in the next one.